In May of 1982, the LSU School of Medicine graduated its 10th class. And to celebrate this occasion, later that year in October, we held Founders Day to honor those who helped to establish the School of Medicine and to commemorate the opening of the medical school building on October 28, 1975. Our founders definitely deserve recognition for their hard work over a 25-year-long struggle to open the School of Medicine. The story begins in 1950 when Dr. Joe Holyobeck, along with the Shreveport Medical Society, began lobbying the Louisiana legislature to establish the School of Medicine in Shreveport.
We felt that Shreveport had such a good medical heritage, and there was so much available here for teaching. It was already a medical center. And we felt that we just need to share that.
And they were actually successful. The bill passed through the legislature, but it was Governor Earl Long who just ignored it. But despite that setback, they did not give up. They were determined to have a medical school here in Shreveport. So in 1955, they went back to the legislature, and this time Governor Kennan signed the bill and approved the Postgraduate School of Medicine, which would focus on residents.
We had $2 million to build the postgraduate school, and Governor Long wasn't very pleased about giving anything to Shreveport because I believe the legislatures didn't vote with Governor Long. And we had the plans, we put in the foundation and had the dedication. And Governor Long used the bond money in his budget and just took it completely away from us.
Our local doctors still did not give up. In the early 1960s, they began lobbying again and got the support of Congressman J. Bennett Johnston, Jr. In 1965, he submitted a bill to establish the School of Medicine again. And that year, June 7th, Governor McKeithen signed the bill, and the School of Medicine in Shreveport was officially established. But their struggle was not over. There was no funding from the state. They applied for federal assistance, and that first grant was denied. And their first LCME visit did not go well. But again, they did not give up. They continued to fight, and eventually funding came through from the state. Their second grant application was approved, and the second time LCME visited, they granted us pre-approval for accreditation. When our founding dean, Dr. Edgar Hull, registered the first medical school class in September 1969, we still did not have a building. So where did they go to class? Well, the VA Medical Center graciously opened their doors and allowed us to use their office space, their classrooms, and even their library. It was not until the third medical school class enrolled in 1971 when we finally broke ground for the building that stands here today. It took 4 years for the construction of the medical school building to be finished. By the time we had our ribbon cutting on October 28, 1975, our first 3 classes had already graduated, so they never took classes on this campus. So on October 28th, we celebrate Founders Day to remember all of those who helped to establish the School of Medicine here in Shreveport, like Dr. Edgar Hull, Dr. George Meneely, Dr. Joe Holyobeck, Dr. Ike Muslow, and many others. They worked so hard. They had so many struggles. And I think it's important to remember that we're always going to have struggles, but we have to do exactly what they did. Don't give up. Just keep moving forward and keep progressing.